Hello, good evening, students. How are you doing today?
Hello, good evening. I am feel well.
Perfect. And what about you,
Well,
Carol?
too.
How are you doing? I hope you're I hope you're doing great. Okay, perfect. So let's get started. So today we're gonna have a really good class. So it's gonna be in Nearpod as our previous session. So let me go ahead and share the link for you to join the Nearpod activity. All right. And how was your day so far? So
Today was my days off, so I try to rest as much as I can.
okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. All right, so let me know when you are in Nearpod already. So this is going to be the link, and this is going to be the code that we're going to be using. So do you like to go to the beach? Do you like to go to the mountains? So today we're going to have a really good class, and we're going to be talking about beaches. We're going to be talking about a lot of cool things today. So let me know when you are ready. Okay. So we're going to start. And let me tell you, the lesson plan for today is going to be the road to El Tunco. Have you ever been in El Tunco? I know that you do. And the topic for today is going to be local travel mishaps. So we're going to learn a little bit more about it. We're going to learn a little bit more concepts. So this is going to be the agenda. So we're going to have a warm up. It's called What Happened. So it's going to be really fun. Then we're gonna learn about the interruption concept. This is gonna be for the topic for today, which is gonna be the past continuous versus the simple past tense, and we're gonna be practicing by matching pairs and another activity that it's fill in the blanks and storytelling activity, and finally it's gonna be the wrap up to complete the 30 minutes that's gonna be our class today. So first of all, let's start by reading the objective. Julie, can you please help me out to read the first objective?
Yes, of course. The objective number one is describe a background scene isn't using the past continuous.
Perfect. That's going to be the first objective for today. Carol, can you please help me with the second one?
Interrupt a journey.
Okay. Yeah, you can read the second one, please. The identifying and use the simple past.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. Identify and use the simple past for student events that interrupt a journey.
Perfect. Thank you. And the last one is going to be we have to narrate a local travel story with 80% accuracy, a grammatical accuracy. So let's get started. So for this activity, I want you to take a look at that picture. So what do you see on the picture? If you want, you can use the chat, or if you want to speak out, you can go ahead and do so. What do you see in the picture? Hmm? Go ahead, Julie.
Okay, teacher Angel, I see a car with
Okay,
four men and one woman.
perfect. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what it is. And what about you? Really good, really good. What about you, Carol? What do you see in the picture? You can put it in the
I
chat
think
if
that
you
they are
want.
changing
So
the car wheel.
let me tell. Exactly. So thank you. Perfect. So let me tell you, this is gonna be my story. So last Saturday, my friends and I decided to go to El Tunco for the day. It was a beautiful morning. While we were driving down the Surf City highway, we were listening to some music and talking about our plans for the beach. Everything was perfect. Suddenly, We heard a loud noise. While I was trying to speed up, the car started to shake. We pulled over to a side to the road and realized that we had a flat tire. So while we were changing the tire under the hot sun, a friendly local person stopped to help us. Eventually, we fixed it and finally arrived at the beach 2 hours late. What a mishap. And that's the word, one of the words that we're going to be using today. Let's say with me, mishap, mishap, right?
Mishap.
So, mishap. We're going to learn what it is if you don't know. So, that makes me
Misha.
think. How about you? Have you ever had problems while you were driving, or maybe when you were taking the bus here? Maybe a flat tire, or getting stuck, maybe in the traffic in Los Chorros. So, do you have an experience like that? If you have it, let's send me a reaction here in the chat. I know that you do. Yes, exactly. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So that's exactly what happened. Everybody has some mishaps in their lives. So I think that I move forward. So this is going to be what we're going to be learning today. Mishap. Julie, can you please help me the concept of what mishap is?
Okay, Teacher Angel, mishap. The word mishap means bad luck, unlucky event or accident. Most often applies to a minor, often trivial instance of bad luck.
Thank you. And that's exactly what mishap is. So it means bad luck. So something happened. So the word for that in Spanish, I mean, and as we see here, we have a couple of synonyms, right? We have accidents, we have misfortune, we have a couple of it. But in Spanish, we can say contratiempo or percances. That's going to be something like that. So this is what mishap is, like a problem, right? Like a short problem. What about the flat tire? Carol, can you please help me reading the concept? Flat tire.
Sure. Flat tire is a tire that does not have any or enough air in it.
Mhm. Perfect. That's a flat tire. So two words that we have learned right now, mishap and flat tire. Now let's move to the topic for today. So it's going to be the interruption concept. So this interruption, I want you to see the image on it. So interruption between the past continuous and the simple past. So today we're going to be talking about two different tenses. So remember that on the previous classes, we studied the simple past and then we studied the past continuous. So today we're going to be putting these two concepts together. So we're going to be talking about the past continuous and the simple past, the two tenses in one sentence. So, for example, I got here the sentence. We were driving from Santa Ana to La Union, right? We were driving, but something happens in the middle. So, while we were driving from Santa Ana, when we got a flat tire. So, you see, we have pretty much two tenses. So, we're going to study this in a second right now. So the concept. Remember that the past continuous, we use it for long actions. So something that happens um, and it's long. It's not a short activity. So it says the scene and it was already happening. Then we also have the simple past, right? So the simple past is the short action. So it is the surprise, the change, or the interruption. So these are concepts we already studied, but now we will put it together, right? So let's see in some examples over here. So let's remember the grammar part. So for the long action, which is the past continuous, we will use the subject, which is I, he, any pronoun, and the verb, the to be verb. In past, we use was or were, and then we will use the verb in the ing mode. So remember that this topic, I remember that you were great with this activity, so you don't have any problems. So, for example, Julie, Tell me one sentence creating, I don't know, maybe you can use I, he, she, and create this sentence over here.
Okay. He was driving
Mhm.
in Santa Ana.
Excellent. Excellent. Really good. He was driving to Santa Ana. So that's a really good example, right? So remember that we will use was with these pronouns I, he, she, it. And then we need to use the verb in the ing mode. So I was driving, he was driving, and so on. All right, Carol, now I want you to read the second part with the other subjects or the pronouns. You can select any, you, we, or they.
We were waiting for the 101 bus.
Good, thank you. So you see, it's easy. So we can use the pronoun we and the to be verb in past where we were waiting for the 101 bus. All right. So that was the long action, right? The action that happened and it still happened. But then something interrupted. That's when we use the past in the simple past tense. So the short action. So for the short action, we just need the subject and the verb in past. Remember that we have the past, the regular verbs or the irregular verbs. Julie, can you read the first sentence, please?
Okay,
And we
teacher.
will put it. We will put it together, right? So we will use this one from the top and then this one from the bottom.
Okay.
Perfect.
Um, he was driving to Santa Ana,
Mm-hmm.
and the car stopped
When
regular.
the Yep. Here. Thank you. Yep. So he was driving to Santa Ana. Then something happened. When the car stopped. All right, that was something happened between this part and the other part. So for the first part, it's the verb in the ing mode, which is the past continuous, and for the second one, it's the simple past. Now, Carol, can you please read the second sentence, and you can add the second part over here at the bottom.
All
Thank
right. We were waiting for the 101 bus when we saw an accident.
Excellent, really good. So you see, we have two tenses within the same sentence. All right. So we were waiting for the 101 bus when we saw an accident. Awesome, really good. Questions so far? It's easy, right? Piece of cake. Good. Now that we have that part, we need to use the connecting words. So for the previous examples, we just have the sentences, but we can use while or when. So when we use while with the past continuous. While I was walking to the terminal, and we use when with the simple past. When I realized I forgot my wallet. So this is pretty much the connecting words. We have another words, for example, suddenly or any other words, but the most common ones are while and when. So while I was eating, the phone rang, or when the phone rang, I was eating. So this thing I wanted to make it clear for you. So remember, the while we use with the verb in the ing. That means it's the present continuous. And for the when part, we use with the verb in past, right? Not with the ing. When. All right. Questions? It's easy, right? Now I want you to complete. Well, this is gonna be just to make like a recap. So the interruption happens, right? So we have an activity. We are doing this activity, and then something happens, and then we continue with the same activity. So we were driving from Santa Ana, when we got a flat tire. Now it's going to be your turn. Now I want you to complete this part of this activity. So on this part, I want you to match one part with the other part. I mean, for example, why while they were waiting for the 101 bus, what happened? And you need to make sure that you will use the same subjects. So because we cannot put while they were waiting for the 101 bus, I dropped my phone. Why? Because it doesn't match, right? So I will give you 1 minute for you to complete the activity, all right? Or let me know if you finish early. So let's go ahead and do so. I can see that you are doing it right now. Perfect. Really, really good. Remember, this is easy, right? I want you to match these two sentences. If you have questions, don't hesitate. You can go ahead and ask. Remember, if we have we can use we. If we have they, we can use they, and so on, right? Let's see. Remember, if you have questions, you can go ahead and ask. Don't hesitate. I will help you out with a couple of them, all right, for you to get that 100. So, for example, while we were driving to Costa del Sol, we, what is we? Let's check here. Or while we were driving, no, eh, sorry. While we were driving to Costa del Sol, we, we got a flat tire. All right. That's the first one, but let's see. Who has finished? Good, Julie. Good, Carol. I see that you both finished. Let's do it together. While we were driving to Costa del Sol, we got a flat tire. Good. All right. While we were eating pupusas in Oloquilta, what happened? While we were eating pupusas in Oloquilta, the electricity, the power, the power went out. Good. While they were waiting for the 101 bus, what happened? It started to rain. Right. What about the next one? While I was hiking up El Boquerón, what happened? I'm sorry for my phone. I lost my phone. And the last one, while he was checking the map to Santa Ana, he missed the highway exit. All right, good, excellent. So, really good. I see that you both did it good, excellent. Now let's move to the second activity. It's gonna be for you to practice a little bit more. So this activity, it's gonna be fill in the blanks. So we have a story, and I want you to help me to complete the story with the correct verbs. All right, let me read the story and we can do it together over here. So let's see, the story says, yesterday, my family and I, what's the next part? What do you think? Yesterday, my family
We're
and I,
driving. We're driving.
excellent. Yeah, exactly. We're traveling. Right. Perfect. We're traveling to Lake Coatepeque. While my father, what's the next word or the next part?
Was driving.
Excellent. Was driving. We, mhm,
Stopped. Or no.
mm, we saw.
We saw.
Excellent. We saw a beautiful view of the volcano. We decided to stop, but while we
We're looking.
excellent. We were looking for a parking space. The engine suddenly strange noise, but
Run
before
out.
that, no, it's one word. It starts with the letter M.
Stopped.
No, with the letter M.
Made.
Made, exactly. The engine suddenly made strange noise. We, mhm, the car,
Stopped.
start with the letter S. Stop, good. We stopped the car and realized we
Run out.
ran out of gas. We didn't have gasoline. While we, mhm,
We're looking.
no, we're waiting. While we were
Ate.
waiting for we're waiting for help. We ate the snack and brought for the trip. We brought for the all right, really good, really good. Perfect. You did a really good job. All right. Now for the time, we're gonna move to the last part, which is gonna be the most important part for you. This is gonna be for you to practice a little bit more. So this is going to be the storytelling activity. I will give you 5 minutes for you guys to finish this activity. So on the screen, you will see four, well, four options, four cards. But you have an extra card. I want you to select one of these four cards. We have the yellow, the purple, the green, or the blue one. I want you to select one of it, and then I want you to create story. So now it's your turn. I want you to be the storyteller. So on the screen, you will see four different situations here in El Salvador. So you two, you have to select one card each. All right. And I want you to tell the story of what happened. Remember that you can use long actions and also you can use the mishap. I mean, the inconvenience, the something bad happened to create a full sentence. All right. So I will give you let's see 3 minutes 3 minutes, and then you can speak the sentence, you can speak it out, or you can put it here in the board over here. So I will give you 2 minutes and let me know. All right, you can read the examples that we have on screen and create your own words, your own sentences. Okay, so let's do it. You have 2 more minutes. It's gonna be easy, right? So let me read the examples for you to have the idea about what we are doing. So the card A says the beach trip. So the location is La Libertad or El Mahahual. The long action, we walk on the sand. Remember that with the long action, we have the past continuous, okay? Then the mishap or the interruption or the inconvenience, a big wave. And remember that with that part, you need to use the verb in the past tense. A big wave, take my sunglasses. And the connector can be wild. For the car B, you can, the mountain hike. The location is going to be El Cerro Verde or the Santa Ana volcano. The action, climb the trail. The mishap, start to thunder. So flashes and all of these things. And the connector is going to be sudden. For the car C, the city rush, San Salvador, which is a lot of traffic. The bus move very slowly. And the mishap, realize IV. Remember, the B needs to be in the right tense and the wrong bus. And the connector is one. And for the car D, the bus stop, it can be Oloquilta or Planeta Renderos. We wait for our food, and my friend spill chata on the table, and the connector is wild. So these are the options. So you can select one of these options, and also you have um, you can use the other one that I have right next to it. So remember that for the past continuous, you need to use was and were and the verb with the ing, and the simple past with the verb and the ad. So are you ready? So sorry, the time is up. So are you ready to tell me or to put the sentences in the chat? Let's see. So let's put it in the chat, please. Or you can speak it out, whatever you prefer. And remember, you can make it funny, right? You can make something really fun. All right. Carolina says, so we were, do you want to read it or I can read it for you? It says, we were walking on the sand when a big wave took off my sunglasses. Wow, that's so bad, but yeah, that's a really good sentence. Really good. Excellent. And what about you, Julie?
I don't know, it's good. While we were walking on the sand, a bee had took my sunglasses.
Good. Yes, it was really good. Excellent. You see, we use the past continuous for the long action and the simple tense for the mishap, the interruption, something that happened. And yes, perfect. Really good job. Really good job. So now we are almost, yeah, we're about to finish this class. So just to make sure that you understood everything, so I have these three questions for you. So, and let's do it. Let's do it. So I want you to answer these questions. So it's going to be like a quick check, and you have to select the correct option and for these three local scenarios. So the first one, or let's see if you just don't. Right. Let me see. You can do it, Julie. You're doing it good. Carol, you're doing good. Perfect. Excellent, Julie and Caroline. All right, you're just missing one. All right, excellent, perfect. Just the last one, the last one. We're about to finish. Excellent, really good job. So how was it? All right, and I see that you got all of them correct. Excellent. Perfect. Really good. So just read them just to make sure. So the first one, while we were waiting. Excellent. Then I was driving to the beach when suddenly a cow walked or was walking. You selected walked. Good. And the last one, while they were eating pupusas, they heard a loud noise outside. Good. So excellent. So thank you for your attention today. Oh, but I think that I'm missing something. Let me see if I'm missing. Yeah, I'm missing this part. I'm sorry. So before I let you go, how do you feel about using the past continuous in the simple past to tell a story? I want you to select A, B, or C. The letter A says, I am a pro. I can tell my travel stories easily. B, I understand it, but I need a little bit more practice with irregular verbs. And C, I still find the long and short actions a bit confusing. So let's see. A, B, or C. Good, excellent. So you are pro. Perfect, awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Okay, students. So that's gonna be it for today. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you have learned a little bit more. And yeah, that's it for today. Oh, do you have any questions so far?
No question, teacher.
No question.
Okay, it was my pleasure. So thank you for
Thank you
joining
for
to
me.
the class today, and see you next time. So bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.